Hello everybody, is it okay to be a language dabbler? Well, in this video I'm going to talk about that, but I'm not asking anybody's permission to be a language dabbler. I just am, that's me, and I won't ever stop dabbling in languages. But let me just explain to you why I keep chopping and changing with my language focus, and that's because of my environment. So I work in a shop, and a few months ago I said that I was going to be learning some Tagalog, and I did learn some Tagalog and I spoke to some customers, but in March I had a phone call from my boss to say that my shop was closing down. So I decided to stop learning Tagalog for a while because I was very busy. I had to deal with the shop closure. It all happened very quickly, and I started managing another shop at the same time, and then subsequently I became the manager of that second shop, but also another one. So I'm now managing two shops, and I travel to work quite a bit now. I'm on the train travelling. The new shops aren't so diverse, so we don't have so many foreign customers, but we do have some. So in the new shops, I haven't come into contact with many people from the Philippines, so I stopped learning Tagalog. I started rekindling my Russian because I had customers from Kyrgyzstan in the second shop, and I had quite a few Ukrainian customers who could speak Russian, but some of them didn't want to speak Russian and some of them could only speak Russian, so it was very confusing. And then I was going to go to the polyglot gathering again this year, which was in the same place as last year in Poland, so I thought, okay, I better start rekindling my Polish. Then I decided not to go because I couldn't find a hotel or Airbnb near enough to the venue. So instead I decided to book up for the Polyglot conference, which is in Budapest in October, so that's 4 months time, and I started relearning Hungarian. So with the fact that I'm going to the Polyglot conference means that I've got a focus, I've got a target to learn Hungarian, because I'll be going to Budapest in October. So that means I will be focusing on Hungarian, and I have been focusing on Hungarian, and I plan to make another video today just in Hungarian, because I think my Hungarian has improved slightly lately, because I have been focusing just on that mainly. So it's difficult working in a shop environment with customers who come in, and sometimes if they can't speak very good English, I try to help them out, and they might be from Romania or have Russian as a second language, or sometimes on occasion I have Chinese customers. So that's why I'm a language dabbler, and I make no excuses. I enjoy it actually, but it's not the most effective way to learn a language. I mean, to focus on one language at a time is probably better and probably not so time wasting, but I maintain the languages that I have learned in the past. I go back and watch YouTube videos and Netflix videos, and I do dip in and out of apps like Duolingo and Pimsleur and that kind of thing. So I am always learning some language. It doesn't really matter to me which language it is, I'm always doing something. But it's surprising how much you can forget if you're a dabbler. So for example, I started learning Ukrainian last year in February and March, and I think in March or April sometime last year I made a video in Ukrainian, and I looked back on it and I thought, wow, my Ukrainian, I learned quite a lot of Ukrainian very quickly, because I think having learned Polish and Russian before and some Croatian, it helped. But now I struggle to get Ukrainian words, so I thought, well, I'm going to try to do a bit of that, because I do have Ukrainian customers and they are very happy when I do speak some Ukrainian, so I need to do a little bit of that as well. And as far as Croatian goes, I did a Croatian language learning challenge in 2018, I think it was, for about 3 months, and I went to Slovenia and Croatia, and I spoke Croatian while I was in Croatia and got by trying to just speak Croatian. I've forgotten it all. So just the other day in my new shop, there's a Croatian guy who works there, and he's the janitor, so I see him in the morning and evening when he's doing a bit of cleaning. And there's a Portuguese lady who works in the cafe there, so I started trying to speak Portuguese to her, and a German lady as well, who told me my German is good, but I'm not convinced that my German is that good. So I've got a book here somewhere. Hang on a sec, let's go and see if we can find it. That I've put to one side to give to these people tomorrow. You'll see what I mean when I show you the book. It's this. So it's a phrase book for people learning Portuguese, but it's in Croatian. So just yesterday I spoke to the Portuguese and the Portuguese lady and the Croatian guy together, and I said I've got a book at home I'm going to bring in on Sunday when I'm next working there. So that should be interesting. See if the Croatian guy is going to learn some Portuguese. Other than that, I am going to focus on Hungarian mainly. So that's what the back of my head looks like, by the way. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Just thought I'd make a quick video about language dabbling and an explanation of why I keep chopping and changing languages. That be why.